Hey everyone, it's good to see you all again here for our midweek update. I'm going to turn it over to Kurt to share a little update about where we're headed.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about how quickly things are changing and things that we expected to happen have kind of gone by the wayside or been suspended, and kind of how hard that is on us, that constantly recreating and reimagining and doing all that. And at the same time, trying to find some rhythm and pattern to our lives. Um, anyway, in the life of the church, there have been some major things, obviously, around online worship and all of that. But also, um, March 15th was just 6 Sundays ago, and that's when we first started going completely online. But that was also the Sunday that we were going to meet our pastoral candidate for the associate pastor of pastoral care and Christian education position. And we were all excited, and the person was coming with unanimous support from the search committee and the church board. But because we did not meet that person that day, the whole process went on hold, and we needed some time then to adjust and to think about how we might move forward. And so I wanted to tell everybody that we've done that. We've lived a bit into the changes of moving things online, and we've thought about how to do a calling process in that kind of new arena in which we're living. And so with the affirmation of the church board and the agreement of the candidate and some conversation with the district executive, we're moving forward again. So I'm pretty excited about that. I assume you are as well, Seth?
I'm excited. We are excited about this.
Yeah. And the congregation. So I thought I would take a moment just to outline a bit of the process. This is the beginning of getting that information out so people are comfortable with what we're going to do. So the first thing I want to say is that if you're not on the all church email list, which is essentially the church email list for the newsletter, I'd like you to email the church office and ask to be added to that email list. This will be the list that we use to send out links for the calling process, including links for YouTube, Zoom, as well as the email address from which you will send your vote in. So we'll send out a link and people can vote, but that link will be in that church email that comes from that newsletter list. So you can be removed later if you're not interested in getting the church newsletter that way every week. But for now, we want everybody to be added to that list. So send an email to the church email address, which is manchestercob@gmail.com, and we'll get everybody on that list. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that the calling Sunday will be May 17th. But 2 weeks before that, on May 3rd, we're going to have a practice run. So put both of those dates on your calendar. May 3rd for the practice run of the process, and then May 17th for the actual calling Sunday. Third, the calling Sunday process will involve 3 steps. The candidate will participate in live stream worship at 9:30 in the morning, like we've been doing from the chapel. Then we'll have an all-church Zoom call at 11, like we've been doing each Sunday, which will also be live streamed for those people who aren't on Zoom or can't get on Zoom. So if you're able to watch the church worship service at 9:30 in the morning, there'll be a second live stream at 11, and that'll let you see the conversation with the candidate, the process, the question and answer time, all of that stuff that we would have done in the council meeting. And then we'll have an email vote for the call and for the compensation package. That email vote will be sent to the district executive for her to tally and then report back to us. So those are the first 3 things. 2 more things. Number 4 is all of this will be outlined in communication from the church through the newsletter, email, and for those who don't have internet access, through the regular mail. So everything I've just said is just sort of a preview. All of that will be communicated through our different avenues of communication. The 5th and last thing I want to say is that Seth and I are both excited about our candidate. She is warm, engaging, intuitive, experienced, spiritually grounded, open, theologically well matched for our congregation, capable, relational. It won't be our place to say much during that calling day, but we want you to know how glad we are to be moving forward with this process and how glad we are for this prospective partner in ministry. So I said Seth and I are both excited, right? Seth and I are both excited?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
We're really glad that that she's going to be coming along and that we'll have a chance to meet her. You'll have a chance to meet her, and hopefully we can move this process forward. So that's my part of what I wanted to share for midweek update. Seth, you want to say a few things about things happening today and this week?
Yeah. Thanks, Kurt. Yeah, excited about that and the more information that is to come about that process. And just want to talk about a couple things that are happening this week. And the first one is just to mention the past couple weeks I've been doing a Facebook update here. And this week I'm just going to point us again to the Sing Me Home Facebook page, where all of those concerts and speakers and different offerings that are happening during this time are archived there and then are happening live there on that page. And this week the theme is Sing Me Home with Courage. And there's a really beautiful concert by May Earlywine that happens Sunday night. If you are looking for something to get you through the week or the weeks ahead, that's a great offering. And the last part of this week's offerings are tomorrow evening. We have Addison Agan from Fort Wayne, a 19-year-old singer-songwriter that's going to be sharing. And then Holly Bird is going to be doing a short talk. And then the Accidentals, a young, wonderful group with some string instruments that play some beautiful music. So that is tomorrow evening as part of the Sing Me Home Festival, and you'll be keep your eyes open for what week 3's lineup is going to be. That'll be coming out later today, and that theme is Sing Me Home to Belonging. So looking forward to more offerings there through this time, as well as some of our commissions have been putting out some new offerings that hopefully you have seen, but I'll just highlight them real quick. This evening, Education Commission has started to host a children's time. So anyone that might appreciate that, you should have received a Zoom link. If you didn't receive that and want to be on that, please email myself or the church email, and you can get on that. It's an opportunity for the children to see one another face to face and just have a short time together. And this week, Joel Eichenauer is going to be providing that story on the theme of courage. So I invite you into that space. And the last thing that I'll offer announcement-wise is about the Nurture Nudge that the Nurture Commission has been doing. So Nurture team didn't want to sound too preachy. They felt like nudge.
Hey, preachy, what is that? What kind of comment is that?
That's right. Well, they want to leave, they want to leave that to the right people. So
all right.
Nurture Commission wanted to provide just a little bit of focus and encouragement each week for something that might be helpful for you all in this time. I know many of you are doing things, and this week we wanted to provide this opportunity for people to care for one another and grow together. And the nudge is to connect with someone new this week. It doesn't have to be maybe someone that's completely new to you, but someone that you haven't connected with during this time. So whoever that might be, there's a nudge for you to help nurture a relationship in this time. And I was thinking about that as I thought about leaving or offering a song this week, and I mentioned May Earlywine talking about courage, and she talked about vulnerability as courage. And I think that speaks to this nudge by the Nurture Commission as well, to step maybe out of some of our comfort places and offering just small little offerings and how powerful they can be. This is a song just to center us here midweek by Ken Meadham, a quote by Mother Teresa. Small things, great love, that's how the mountains move. Small things, each day, give myself away. Small things, great love, that's how the mountains move. Small things, each day, give myself away. Small things, great love, that's how the mountains move. Small things, each day, give myself away. Give myself away.
Well, a closing thought or two. It is Earth Day today, 50th anniversary. Am I right about that? Yeah. In honor of that, there's two things I'd like to share. First is a quote from John Muir. You're probably familiar with it, but I like it. This is the quote. Everybody needs beauty as well as bread. Places to play in and pray in, where nature may heal and give strength to body and soul. I like the invitation to think about the importance of beauty and bread. That is, the importance of things that care for both the soul and the body. And I hope you can get outside at least a little bit today and feel and see the beauty of spring and the amazing gifts of this natural world. And then I would like to offer a closing blessing. This is a Celtic blessing from John Philip Newell. Bless to us, O God, the earth beneath our feet. Bless to us, O God, the path on which we go. Bless to us, O God, the people and the creatures whom we meet, this day and the next and forever. Amen. Nice to be with you. Exciting things coming up with the pastoral call and with more of the Sing Me Home Festival and other things that are coming along, things to look forward to. So we hope that we're we're being built up as the body, and I think we are. So have a great rest of the week,
Yeah.
and we'll be together on Sunday.